child, every time I look at Mike, all I think is, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Why were we constantly stopping to have sentimental conversations at the end of the world? Like, is Vecna trying to destroy Hawkins and end the world or nah? You think that these kids are part of a cult and that their cult leader is murdering people. So why are you calling a teenage kid, my G? Y'all, that ain't make no sense. What's up? It's Nikki. Welcome back to my channel, King Nikki TV, where I give you commentary on popular movies and TV shows. In this video, I will be going over everything I hated about Stranger Things Season 4 Part 2. If you saw my video on Part 1 of Stranger Things Season 4, then you know that overall I really did not enjoy Part 1. However, there were some standout scenes that I did enjoy that I thought were really great. But guys, with Part 2, I really didn't like anything. I mean, if you haven't seen my video on Part 1, check that out now. Then come back to this video. Okay, so I always like to say something positive, so let's start there with Part 2. Vecna and the Upside Down, like I said about Part 1, looked amazing. I enjoyed getting more background on the Upside Down and Vecna Mind Slayer connection. Sadie Sink, y'all, aka Max, and the kid who plays Lucas, I think it's Caleb something is his real name, are the MVPs of Stranger Things Season 4. Their acting for me, Part 1 and Part 2, was just so phenomenal. I really want to see them both become really big stars and go on to have really great acting careers. Eddie playing the guitar in the Upside Down, that was nice. It wasn't amazing. I mean, I enjoyed it because I love that song. I love Metallica. It was cool. I love rock. But I wanted more from that scene. The music choices this season were top tier. Hopper closing that gate and the Demogorgon just freaking snatching that mug off super easy. I enjoyed that. Also, Hopper picking up the sword to face off against the Demogorgon. That scene felt intense, suspenseful, triumphant. That little moment, but y'all, that's it. That's all I got. That's the only positives that I can say about Season 4 Part 2. I don't know if something is wrong with me or what, because everybody and their mama is raving about Stranger Things Season 4, and for me, it was just beyond lackluster. Season 3 was lackluster, not child, but I put in Season 3 over Season 4. Fight me. Okay, let's get into everything I hated about Part 2 in no particular order. I'm just finna Will bigging up Mike's head, talking about he the heart. Baby, look, Mike's so mediocre. Mike's so mediocre. I'm sorry, child. Every time I look at Mike, all I think is, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. The reveal of Will's painting was not a great payoff. What the hell are we doing with Will, child? Why, after Mike being such a crappy friend, is Will consistently comforting him about Elle and bigging him up? Y'all, how you sitting in the car right next to someone and you don't know they crying? And I don't mean like silent cry, I mean like boo-hoo. The boy was over there boo-hoo crying. But you the heart? Y'all, am I crazy? This is such a one-sided friendship, and it is so annoying to watch, and more annoying because all the way back to Season 1 till now, I just really expected them to do so much more with Will's character. I can see where they're going with Will, and child, I don't like it. The Elle Vecna showdown was extremely underwhelming in my humble opinion. First of all, once I realized as I was watching, right, that we were not gonna all be coming back together for the big fight, that was a letdown. When she was talking about, oh, I could go in Max's mind, I was like, okay, nah, child, I'm done. Like, I get it. I guess it's unrealistic that, you know, they couldn't just get a flight to Hawkins, whatever. But Elle not being in Hawkins, the gang not reuniting until the very end, for me, was underwhelming. The Elle Vecna showdown felt extremely anticlimactic. I was just sitting there still waiting for something to happen. In the words of my mama, Elle was getting beat like she was Black and stole something. And then, y'all, why the hell were Nancy and them being strangled for like an hour but not dead? Why would Vecna not just kill them? I already feel like it didn't make any sense. It was cheap to have him reveal everything to Nancy and just let her go. I mean, why? But anyway, Elle over there getting beat, and I still was just sitting there like, okay, when's something gonna happen? Like, I wasn't into it. But y'all, Nancy is another character that her and Mike, I never really cared for. Mike, I never cared for. Season 4, I don't like him. But why the showrunner seemed to really love Nancy so much, y'all? That scene where Nancy got the shotgun at Vecna like she's some badass. Baby, no, you're not Sarah Connor. Like, calm down. I mean, I didn't buy it. And I'm not even gonna get into how asinine their little plan was, but whatever. I have no idea why Lucas and Will always feel so sidelined, yet they are constantly pushing Nancy and other characters to the forefront. Yo, why were we constantly stopping to have sentimental conversations at the end of the world? What we doing? Why did we have the time to make a dang pizza at the end of the world? It really irked me how everybody was just taking their dang time when they was in Upside Down. And Nancy and Steve just strolling through the woods. I'm sitting like, baby, shouldn't we be having some pep in our step? Like, is Vecna trying to destroy Hawkins and end the world or nah? Y'all, what happened to Mad About You? Did the military guy kill him? Why did Elle go from telling Papa she leaving with Mad About You to just leaving without him? I didn't understand that. He was on her side. Why didn't she get him out of there? Hopper and them in Russia was dragged out. Like, it was dragged out. Since when can Elle bring folk back from the dead? I mean, where did that come from? They are still underutilizing Erica. Justice for Eddie, child. Ooh, baby, justice for Eddie. I do not like what they did with his character or how they ended his character. I would have expected his death scene to be way more exciting. When I think about Bob's death scene or Billy's death scene, child, I didn't even like Billy. And I'm glad he dead, but I cried during his death scene, child. It was just a great scene. Eddie's scene did not give what it was supposed to give. I'm sorry, it didn't. I didn't cry. It wasn't gut-wrenching. It wasn't exciting. There was no tension. That scene was really underwhelming for me, but I am happy that Dustin told Eddie's uncle the truth, because that was irking me. I felt like the uncle deserved to know what happened. He deserved to know the truth, and if they just ended the season with the poor uncle putting flyers up, I'd have been pissed. Y'all, are all pizza employees weed heads with dark hair? Am I mistaken, or weren't they in a different town when they went to that pizza place? Wasn't the pizza employee a stranger to them? That was weird, y'all. That was weird. It was weird that his character was a stoner just like Argyle. I don't know. Whatever. Hopper and Elle reuniting was underwhelming. It was underwhelming like a mug. I mean, how broken we saw Elle when Hopper died. How broken we saw Elle at the top of season 4. Mourning Hopper, her father figure. And he comes back from the dead, really. And she just like, oh, hey. Glad you back. I mentioned how Russia was dragged out. But multiple storylines for me just felt so dragged out. There are storylines that I'm not sure why they did not move forward at a much better pace. The pacing for the storylines felt so off. I was like, a lot felt like filler. I was just like, come on, can we get to it? So many things were left unaddressed regarding the characters and their development. I hated how everyone stayed separated. That was a huge downside for me. I really thought we would all reunite much sooner in part 2. I thought we would all reunite before the Vecna showdown. I get the satanic panic. That was an actual thing, okay? My grandma used to tell me the devil was going to come in through the TV when I was watching horror movies, child. But the basketball team was annoying. And hold on now, y'all. What adult calls a teenage kid to tell him that he done spotted the group of devil worshippers? Come on now, child. Come on now. I mean, y'all, you think that these kids are part of a cult and that their cult leader is murdering people. So why are you calling a teenage kid, my G? Y'all, that ain't make no sense. They have never had folk interfering before when they do these little supernatural fights, and I just felt like it was unnecessary. It was annoying. How you threatening to break a little girl arm, but y'all supposed to be Christian and good and against the devil and the cult, but you finna break you threatening to break a little girl arm? That got her and Erica down. Like, I didn't like that. It felt uneasy, unnerving. I just didn't like it. Yo, but hold on now, child. Teenagers could buy guns and ish in the 80s. Ain't these kids like 16? I didn't like how they tried to paint Papa in a sympathetic light. He evil. I've been saying that off top from the beginning. He manipulative. I don't care. I don't want to hear no, I did this for you. Papa is an abuser. He's a sociopath. He's controlling. He's manipulative. Why you had all them dang kids calling you Papa, bro? The issue's weird. I don't want to see Elle holding his hand. I didn't like it. I want to see Lucas' character fleshed out more and utilized more, as well as Erica and Will. The final thing I hated about part 2 is the fact that this show just does not take risks. They playing it safe. But hey, maybe I'm just sour because Vecna ain't killed Nancy, child. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.